Yes. I'm very honoured, very happy. Perhaps, why am I so happy? Let me tell you why I'm so happy. I used to go to university, I used to see this brother with glasses, wandering around like he was an amazinger. Unbeknown to me, the brother's just making some heavyweight moves. Catch up with him about 4 or 5 years later after university. Say, what are you up to, bruv? Oh, I'm a filmmaker. A filmmaker? What kind of films you do? Checked out the website, I was like, oh my days. Have to big up Wayne G. Saunders in the place, man. Boss Crown Films, Boss Crown Films, Entertainment.
Yeah, Boss Crown Productions.
Boss Crown Film Productions, Films, you know, you got the whole shebang going on, man. Yeah. And we, like most of the people I know, we go back, way back. So introduce yourself to the people.
Yeah, enough respect, man. Yeah, well, it's true. We met at uni and stuff. I mean, I was kind of like a filmmaker when I was in uni anyway, because I had a few productions underneath my belt anyway and stuff, and I kind of got sponsored by the Arts Council of England to do my first production. That was over like 10 years ago.
Beautiful.
So I mean, yeah, it's just good. It's all good, man. That's how things work and how things evolve. So we're here now in 2008, both making moves and keeping it moving. So it's all good, man.
Definitely. I mean, the key. I mean, what's really remarkable about you? I mean, as you didn't even talk about the film. It was just you did doing it. That's what I liked about your philosophy. Yeah. You're not. I mean, obviously now you get to a certain level, you have to be out there a lot more. But what I liked about you weren't giving it like a lot of people were like, yeah man, I'm this, I'm that. You were just getting on with it. Yeah. You see, I always had unbeknown to me, if I didn't ask questions, I would never have found out. Yeah. And I think that's a real testimony to your character in terms of what you're doing. What is Boss Crown? Yeah. What is Wayne G. Saunders? I mean, obviously you're a filmmaker, but what motivated you? What made you get to start? What was your motivation?
Yeah, that's a very good question. I mean,
I'm full of them.
That's good. Basically, for me, I've always been interested in film and stuff and just entertainment. From when I was a young guy back in the days, you know, me and my cousin used to use the coloured torches. I used to like kind of make kind of spotlights on those coloured torches.
Nice.
Turn off the lights, do performances, get the family to come and watch that. So I was always in that kind of entertainment. So always. They just didn't have the camera in it.
No, the concept, we have the technology.
Yeah.
Fantastic.
Until you kind of like, well, I went to the Brits Performing Arts.
Nice.
And that's when I kind of like started homing on the craft and stuff. But before that, I used to do everything creative, you know, a little writing, you know, just didn't have the camera and stuff, innit?
Nice,
so
nice.
It was until, you know, I saw, I think, was it Do the Right Thing? And I said, well, this guy in America's doing it. You know, I'm a young cat, maybe I can do it over in the UK and just tell my story. So through that, you know, Boss Crown Productions developed. As Wayne G. Saunders and myself, I developed as well. And as I developed, I started to run workshops as well. So what I did, everything I learned, I started to train up the younger generation and basically bring them forward as well. So we, you know, we teach and we learn as we go along. So we're very young crew. We've been going for over 10 years, and everybody still thinks. I mean, just come back now from just doing mentoring, nothing to do with camera work, just mentoring the youth. And when you talk to the youth, then they're surprised that you're driving and stuff, but they think you're 17, but they think you're 16. You think you're like them, you know. But just that we started off very young. And through what we did, we was able to do innovative and groundbreaking stuff. So we kept on making productions. Our first kind of production that kind of got us out there was a drama called Greatness, which basically I've got a copy for you, so you can check that out if you haven't seen that. Greatness is basically when Muhammad Ali came to Brixton in 1999. And what I did, I was able to get exclusive footage of him and meet him. So I said, what can I do with this footage? So I decided, well, you know what, let's do a drama. So I put a proposal through to the BBC and at the times ITN, and I won a Millennium Award to do that and so forth. So I went and done that 30-minute production called Greatness. Brought in like new talent like Carl Ramsey, Darwood Grace, there was Zoya Birmingham.
I was there for the launch of that, wasn't I?
I think he was.
Yeah, I was there. That's when I kind of reconnected with you as well.
Yeah, that's right. So
and what's the name was? Carl was the.
That's right. Yeah.
The priest of.
Oh, that was. I think that's another film.
Oh, okay. So it's been throughout. Okay.
Yeah, that's the system.
Oh, right, the system. Okay.
Yeah. So basically, just the production grew, and from that we've done over 12 titles.
Nice.
We've got a new film called Nothing Less.
Yeah,
that's basically just finished. Yeah, that's why I'm here right now. I just got back from Cannes. Last month I was in Cannes promoting that as well, and just making it work. So yeah, man.
So I mean, okay. So in a nutshell, basically, Boss Crowns is not just a film company. It's Wayne G. Saunders, the director, film person. It's also a workshop capacity. But I mean, you talked about the need for that. And in light of the amount of gun crime, media, and knife crime, what does Boss Crown do in terms of the films? Do you challenge them, or do you give them just the freedom to basically develop their own images and perceptions accordingly to how they see fit, or do you give them advice about stuff that they should be putting in within the films?
Basically what we do the workshop's been running for about a good decade now anyway. So through the workshops, we've been able to basically develop a lot of youth. And we've always, before over the last say 5-6 years of this gun crime thing started to really escalate, we've always been about just community work. It's never about giving back to the community, because if you looked at some of us at the time, we were young anyway.
Yeah.
So it's just about getting on with it and doing it, rather than just, oh, we feel a need, you know what I mean? So now with the workshop and stuff, it's always been what it's been. 10 years it was about channeling your energy. So instead of picking up a knife or a gun, you can pick up a camera, challenge your energy through that. And that's what we've always done. So it's not like a new thing for us. We haven't jumped on a new bandwagon and stuff. And that's why we did back in like a couple of years ago, we did Girls and Knives, which is a deal with basically a young lady, Charlotte Polish, lost her life in a house fight in Ilford. And that went out to over 5 million people on ITV.
Wow.
And it was just the way we did it, the way we approached it. We've done it through Boss Crown Productions and stuff. And because we're so used to working with the people in the community and the youth, we was able to get a certain type of stance on what we was doing. And I grew up in Peckham, so last year I did another documentary called Youth and Guns, which is basically went back to my old area. I was hearing a lot of stuff on the TV about, you know, Peckham's negative area and all the rest of it, but I grew up in the area. When you grow up in an area, it's different, isn't it?
Yeah.
And when you're an outsider, you know, so there might be some stuff that's not too good, but at the same time, there's great stuff going on, isn't it?
Well, this is my this is kind of my concern, because I'm kind of, you know, I mean, I live further out, but I'm also working in these communities as well. And I just find that we had this conversation on the radio last week, and it's almost like a media perception creating a self-fulfilling prophecy of self-hate, of doubt, of lack of worth. And it's good to see that there's an alternative. And I think what we need to do is tell people that there are people like yourself, there are people like myself, there are other people that provide alternatives for people to express themselves. It doesn't have to come result in violence, you know. So that's it. So did you have a grand plan when you first started, or was it just kind of one of the things, just self-motivated, just got on with it, or did you sit down and say, okay, I'm gonna have a 5-year plan, I'm gonna be at this stage, da, 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 da. What was your ideal, what was your goals basically you set for Boss Crowns?
Yeah, no, this is the type of questions I like, man. Yeah, no, it was basically always had a grand plan, man. I mean, back at Brits when we was like learning the craft, it's called the productions, Crown Productions. We thought Crown wasn't enough, so we thought, you know, it's time to basically push forward and give it, you know, everybody say, you know, you're a boss man, you're a boss filmmaker, whatever, boss director, you know, boss footballer. So,
you still play the supporting, yeah?
I still play football now.
Alright.
You know what I mean? I don't really support no team more than that, for the Boss Crown team, you know? Yeah, so we just put the Boss Crown in front of it, so Boss Crowns Productions. So we came up with our ethos and stuff. So it was always had a great like plan, rather than just, okay, we're just doing something. That's why like over 10 years now we're still on it, and it's like we're still at the beginning in terms of even though we've done quite a bit, still at the beginning. But because we've had a plan that is for our empire, it's empire building. You know what I'm saying? So it's not even about me or you. It's about the grandchildren and so forth, continuing what's going on. So. Yeah, it's always been not a manager, but more like it's like a leader thing, isn't it? So we've always had a big plan from the beginning, man. So yeah, and just the name, Boss Crowns.
Boss Crowns.
Yeah, for me, I write, direct, produce, camera operator. I'm a filmmaker, not just some people just directors.
Yeah.
You know, give them the cast, give them the crew. They can't think about phoning up KMT to get the beats or nothing like that, because it's not even funny. It's just that they haven't got that. You know what I mean? They're gonna put on that one hat, which is the directing hat. Right. Whereas me, I can put on the director's hat, the writer's hat, the producer's hat, even the DOP's hat, the camera operating hat, and see the whole process through, even with the editing as well. It doesn't faze me, you know, it doesn't bother me. So you become like, there's no question who's the true author in terms of the production. Yeah. Even though I do work with other writers and so forth, and directors and producers, but you can just tell, yeah, it's a Boss Crown film, and because of that, we've been recognised in the British Film Institute book as well, teaching black cinema. Wow. But just the work we've been doing. So still at the beginning though. So
yeah, no, I hear you. Well, you've done really well. And so the film, what is the film about? Tell us a bit more about the film.
Well, the film is basically a personalised screenplay, like I said earlier. Basically, it's, you'll see myself in it. You'll see some other characters in there. And it's just about giving nothing less than your best. When you're no matter what happens, you only got £1 in your pocket. You're still gonna make a film. Yeah. So you give it all determination and hope. When everything else is against you, just keep it moving. Giving nothing less than your best. Yeah. So basically, that film we're gonna be basically doing some screening soon and promoting that. We've got the merchandise, as you can see, we've got enough
I
of this.
see you play.
You know, that's why we've got the merchandise. We've got the Boss Clan clothes thing as well going on.
Yeah,
so,
I saw that as well. I say about
we're gonna hook you up though, so you can promote for us.
Definitely, man, stunning.
You know what I mean?
That's what this show is really about. Because for me, I kind of moved from the music thing. Not saying I'm not still doing the music, but I saw like a bigger vision now for myself and what I'm doing. And diversity is almost like representing the arts in the greatest capacity that it can be as well. We've had authors up here, Beverly East. Realistically, there's so many people that talk but don't walk the walk. And I'm very interested now people that are actually making a difference in.
I mean, the most important thing that I feel with the workshop stuff and the inspirational stuff is that you can't always reach everybody. You can't always reach everybody, and who you do reach and maneuver, hopefully it'll be that kind of thing as each one teach one type of thing,